Hey, praise God. I want to really apologize for this struggle. I want to apologize for it. I'm so sorry. Wasn't meant to be this way. We're sorry. I am sorry. I apologize. The guest to be joining us soon. Please let everyone whom you've shared the video to let them know that we have another link. Share the link to them. And please share this video, okay? Once you come on, let us know you're following, where you're following from. Share this video and let's have our guest joining again. Is that okay? Who are those following? Tell us you're following and where you're following from. Who are those following? Tell us you're following and where you are following from. Where you are following from. Okay, Hannah is a thank you. Thank you for doing that. Hey, please forgive me. Forgive me, forgive me. All right, our guest is joining in now. Please let's apologize. I truly apologize for break. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. For the break, we've sent the link to others to join now. I'm sorry for the obstruction, sir. You can go on, hopefully. All right. If once you've joined in, let us know you've joined in and tell us where you're following from. Yes, sir, you can only take the stage while your others will just come joining. You can actually go on. Let's apologize to our guests, Engineer Bright, and let's welcome him again. Okay, Hannah, I can see you. Deborah, I can see you. Eberichuku Echizuna from Edo State. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. And every other person, once you're coming in, let us know where you are. Deborah Temitope, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for celebrating him. All right, engineer, you can actually take the stage now, please.
All right, can I take over?
Yes, very yes, and you're very audible now.
All right, it's okay. Sorry for that break. All right, so while I was saying, um, I tried to share my background just to tell you that I didn't fall from the sky. All right, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I came from a poor background. All right, but I had to, under God, I had to build from the scratch to get to where I am today. Right? So it's not bad for you to be born into a poor family. Do you understand? It's not bad for you to be born into a poor background. But if it's an error for you to leave that family the same because you have an assignment in that family, right? You have an assignment in that family. I want to leave you with a statement. Possibly we start from there. All right. Now, what your no, what your parents, right, are currently reaping is as a result of what the generations before them have sown. All right. And what you are going to be reaping right now is as a result of what the current generation, which is your parents, have sown. and what the next generation coming after you is going to be reaping is as a result of what you have sown. Now, but then can you agree with me that what you are currently experiencing and reaping right now is as a result of this? Do you agree with me on that?
Yes, we do. I do.
Good. So the question now is, what are you sowing to ensure that you leave something that is transgenerational for the next generation? Because wealth creation is like a relay race. It's like a relay race. When a certain generation come, they will grow their wealth, they will preserve their wealth and cultivate it. All right, and then hand over to the next generation. Then the next generation will also preserve, grow, and then manage, then send it to the first next generation. So meaning that there must be a seed that is sown in any generation for wealth to be continuous. So if I am born into a poor family, it simply means that the family, all right, the people that came, the generations that came before me, all right, have sown a seed, and the seed they sow possibly is I can refer that seed of poverty because they could not break the siege of poverty in their time. So it was passed on to us. Now it came to us. Now it is now left for me, my generation, the people in the family, to be able to either you know live with the poverty or hand it over to the next generation. So you have been saddled with a huge responsibility to be able to pass on wealth to the next generation. So you should ensure that you don't leave the generation the way you met it. You must do something to solve the financial issues in your family. The Bible says that money is a defense, and any family that is not wealthy, trust me, is defenseless because anything can actually come and attack the family. So when my mom died, that was when I knew that there are a lot of problems that could actually be solved had it been there is money. Because had it been there was money, we would have given her a very good medication and possibly she would have still be alive today. So that her death was a turning point in my life, and that was what made me to understand the place of what of wealth. So I was saying something. I was going for a program. I was going for a program at Columbia. We call it Fasting Festival. It was a revival program. That's the kind of program my heart resonates with. That's the kind of program I attend. All right. I don't any program that has to do with business summit, any program that has to do with financial stuff. I don't like going to such program. I feel I will go there and be possessed with the spirit of mammon. Now that was the mindset I had. That was the mindset I have. But that day, God interrupted me from going to that revival program. All right, it might sound not spiritual to you, but then that was what happened. Now I saw a program organized by the House on the Rock Enugu, and it was called Enugu Business Summit, and it was a paid meeting. It was a paid meeting, and I heard a voice in my spirit come down from the vehicle and attend that program. I came down from I actually struggled with the voice. I thought that maybe this cannot be from God now. How can I be going for a revival program and a voice is telling me to go for a business meeting? I said this cannot be from God. So while I tried to resist the voice, it came so strongly again. I came down. I've already paid for the bus. Guess what? I went for the program the next day. I paid 2,500 naira as at that time, 2018. Yes, 2018. I paid 2,500 naira to attend the program. And that was the very first time I listened to late Ubon King, and I listened to some financial experts. Of course, Kingsley Okonkwo was also there, and powerful personalities. Now, surgery was done in my mind. Now, my spiritual life has been fixed, but my mind has not been fixed. I had issues. Now, a lot of things has not been happening in terms of my finances. A lot of things have not really been happening very well. Why? Because um, my financial mindset needs to be fixed. My mindset about money needs to be fixed, and that was what that program did for me. And my mindset was fixed. So after the program, I started thinking, after the program, I started thinking. After the program, I started thinking, how do I, how do I build this well? Because they said a lot of things. Without even giving me practical steps on how to go about it. But I know something has been done in this place. That was when, I think, couple after 2 months, then I received an invitation by a friend who invited me to his house. He shared a vision with me that let's work this thing together, let's work that together. Of course, I accepted and we started building. All right, we started building, and by God's grace, 6 years of focus building on what we started. All right, on the business we started with him, and with his mentorship in place, by God's grace, a lot has actually changed for me. All right, a lot of things have changed for me. All right, my spiritual life were fixed as a man, as a believer, and of course, my financial life was also fixed as a result of the surgery that was done in my mind, because my mindset were fixed as well. Thank God for evangelist Violet, who handled the mindset aspect and the structures and systems. He handled this morning and yesterday. I fully participated, and it was a powerful session. All right, the truth is that you cannot grow beyond the growth of your mind. Your finances cannot grow beyond the level you have grown in your mind. So the mindset must be fixed first. There's a lot of things that needs to be debugged in this place for you to be able to get it right. Until it is debugged, you will remain in one place and you think it's village people that is disturbing you. It is not village people. It's not village people. Trust me, it's not village people. Everything that is village people, they are innocent on this matter. All right? They are innocent on this matter. So if you can get it right on this, and that's my major assignment today, to give you practical steps on how to grow your wealth. All right? For the past 6 years, I've been studying much about finances, and I've been studying much about the Jewish people. All right. Now, Jewish people are minority in population. They are 13.2 million in population, but they are controlling the wealth of the nation today. Over 40% of the top 400 richest people in America, 40 percentage of them are what? Jewish people.
Oh, I Jews. Yeah.
They are Jewish people. Go and confirm. One third of American multi-billionaires. All right, one third. I mean, one third of them are what? Are Jewish people. Go and confirm. You can
That's
go to the
right.
internet and confirm.
That's right.
So I was studying these people. I was like, what is making these people to stand out? Then I also saw another statistic. They said 20% of professors in leading universities, in leading universities in the world, of course, Oxford, Cambridge, and rest of them, 20% of them are from the Jewish.
Mm.
And I was asking myself, what is this thing that these people knew that is making it
No.
difficult? Of course, Mazo Gabet is a Jewish guy. There's something they understood. Then I came in contact with a book, um, Breaking the Jewish Code and the Jewish Phenomenon. Now, while I was reading the Jewish Phenomenon, I saw a statement that shook me. And this is the statement. The Jewish people believed that poverty causes transgression. They believe in this, the law of Moses, the Ten Commandments and all of that. So, in order to hold firm to the law, to these laws, they must be wealthy. They must not be poor. In order for them not to
Mm.
what break the command, they must not be poor. So they need to serve God wealthy. So that is the mindset they have. And I saw another statement. They said they would rather be attacked by 50 plagues than to be attacked by poverty.
Mm.
I want you to understand the
Mm.
mindset here. He said they would
Mm.
rather be attacked by 50 plagues by to be attacked by what? By poverty.
Poverty.
So meaning that they prefer to be attacked by 50 plagues. Let me ask you, of course, the display between the Moses and Pharaoh, right? Of course, it was 10 plagues that attacked them.
Yes.
The water turned to blood,
Blood.
the death of all the firstborn and all of that. Frogs here and the flies, boys and all of
Nice.
that. Just imagine one plague attacking a family. Then compare it with 50 plagues attacking them. So they say they would
Mm.
rather prefer 50 plagues attack them than for them to be in poverty. Now that is the mindset and the obsession. That's the mindset that gave birth to the obsession towards wealth.
Mm.
That's the
Mm.
mindset. So until you have this mindset, you can't create wealth. Yes.
Mm.
If you have this kind of mindset, you can't create wealth. There's a
Mm.
level of hunger that you must have in in creating wealth. All right. Evangelist Paul talked about discipline this morning. You know, it takes hard work to be disciplined. All right, let me not go there so that I will not repeat what she have said. It takes hard work to be disciplined. So the mindset has to be fixed and the mindset has to be corrected. All right, it has to be corrected. And I want to also recommend a book for you. You can go and read it. Um, the Secret of Millionaire Mind. The Secret of Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Go and read that book. All right, good. If you read that book, your mindset will be fixed. Go and read those books. I'm recommending some of the books that I've read that actually changed my mindset about money. All right. Now, I want to give you some certain facts. I want to give you some facts about wealth so I can dive into our training. Of course, I'm speaking from the office, so I have to finish up on time so I can go home. Now, wealth is built intentionally over time by what you know and the person you have become. I repeat, wealth is built intentionally over time. It's not something you can't grow into wealth all of a sudden. It's built over time. All right, it's built over time. And of course, we are in a generation that want to just make it overnight. Trust me, you can stumble in cash, but you can never stumble in wealth. Wealth
Mm.
is something that grows. It grows. Anything that grows can never fall back. It can't go back to zero. But you can have
Mm.
millions of naira in your possession right now, and you can become poor in the next 5 years. So that is not
Mm.
wealth. You are just being rich with money. All right. So wealth is built intentionally over time by what you know. So it simply means that there's something you must know about wealth for you to be able to unlock that door. And the person you have become is very, very ultimate. All right. You need to become.
I don't know if network is from you. Okay, I think there's a glitch somewhere. There's a glitch somewhere. Um, it's a glitch somewhere. I don't know, but I think it's from his end. But can you guys hear me? Can you see me and can you hear me? Let me be sure that it's not from me. Okay. All right.
All right. Sorry, a call came in. I'm trying to put my phone on. Do not disturb.
All right, sir.
All right. Can you hear me, right? All right. So meaning that
Yes,
you
I.
need to focus on knowledge. All right. The Bible says you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. All right. My people have perished for lack of knowledge. So knowledge is a non-negotiable requirement if you must unlock the doors of wealth. So very important. Then the person you become, meaning that you have to focus on who you become, on who you become. It's very important. You need to focus on who you become. All right, and who you become will give you fortune. Will give you fortune. Then the second point you need to note is that you can inherit money and assets. You can inherit money and assets, but you cannot inherit wealth.
Mm.
Take note of that. You can inherit money and assets, but you cannot inherit wealth. Wealth is something you have to build. Wealth is
Mm.
something you have to build, and it takes knowledge to build wealth. You can only inherit wealth if your parents are able to what, pass
Wait.
on the knowledge that they use in building their wealth. That is the only way you can inherit wealth. But you cannot inherit wealth if it's just what money and assets. All right, that was being passed on to you. Another point you need to know about wealth is making money only makes you what, rich. Making money only makes you what, rich.
Mm.
Proper money management makes you wealthy. I repeat, making money only makes you rich. Proper money management makes you what? Wealthy. Everybody makes money. If you're an
Mm.
employee, you make money. If you have something you put on the market to sell and you make profits, you make money. So everybody knows how to make money. But the problem we have is that we don't know how to manage money. All right. So if proper money
Mm.
management can actually make you wealthy, but just making money alone can only make you rich, but you can't be wealthy. So the third point you need to notice is that it takes discipline and intentionality to become wealthy. It takes discipline and intentionality to become what? Wealthy. Now, there are two ways to earn money based on activity. To make money, are we there? Number one,
Yes, sir.
number one is active income. Yes. Number one is active income. Let me talk about active income a little bit. Active income, active income is the money you make when you exchange your time directly for money. Are you with me now? Active
Yes,
income
sir.
is the money you make when you exchange your time directly for it. Meaning that if you did not open up your shop, you will not make money. If you did not go to work as an employee, of course, 1 month, you get fired, you don't make money. That is called active income. Active income requires your presence. All right. Then another way to also understand active income is that one thing that you are build that major thing that you are building that is helping you that is producing money for you. You can also regard that as what active income. So meaning that for you to earn money, you have to be fully available to build it to make it work. That is active income. That's active income. So if you're an employee, you are an active income. You are any active income. If you are a doctor and you have your own hospital, you are active. You are operating in active income. If you are a business owner, like you have a shop and all of that, you are an active income. All of this is centers. All of this example I've just given to you, they are what active income. Now, this is the money you make when you exchange your time for money, directly for money. Now, let me tell you something. Sadly, 95% of Nigeria population is on active income. I'm
Mm.
speaking statistically. 95% of Nigeria population is on active income. So meaning that there are also other ways to make money. All right, there are also other ways to make money. Now, the second way to also earn money based on activity is called passive income. And passive income is divided into two. Now I'm trying to break these things, pieces them so that you can be able to understand them. So that after this training, you can be able to pick up some things and then fix your life together, fix your finances together. All right. Trust me, by God's grace, it took me a lot of hard work to build. It took me a lot of hard work to build to come to the level of seven-figure income on a monthly basis. Okay. It took me a lot to build. It took me a lot of time to build. But some of these things I'm teaching you, these are things I've learned over the years. All right. It was never taught in school. Thank God, Fina, we all went to school together. They didn't teach us all these things in GST 101 and all of those things. All right. We learn it over time as we begin to, as we develop the quest for knowledge. All right. Now, under passive income, under passive income, under passive income, we have leverage income. We have leverage income. What is leverage income? Leverage income is the ability. Leverage income is the ability to earn money, earn income through other person's what? Time, through other person's effort, and through other person's what? Energy, or through other person's energy, or through other person's um through other person's time, effort, and money. All right, we call it OPM. Is the ability to earn through other person's money, is the ability to earn through other person's what? Time, and the ability to earn through other person's what? Efforts. Is called leverage income. Now, it's a kind of income that you earn without what? Lifting a finger. People are working for you to make more money. That's called leverage. How many of you love that kind of income? Let me see your response on the chat section. How many of you love that kind of income? All right. Let me see your response on that chat session. Okay, good and fine. Now, the second levels of income is what we call residual income. All right. Like I said passive income is divided into two: leverage income and residual income. Residual income is the money you earn after you have done completing the work. I'm going to give you examples. Residual income is the money you continue to make afterwards you have done completing the work. Let me give you an instance. When you build a house and you put it on rent, you have completed the work, but the house you built will continue to produce what? Residual income for you. If you invest in treasury bills, all right, if you invest in treasury bills in federal government, it will stop what? It will stop produce, it will continue to produce for you as long as it's a country called what? Nigeria. It will continue to produce for you whether you are there or not. This one does not require your effort, it does not even require other person's effort, because what you made is an investment. So as you made that investment, you keep on earning what we call residual income. All right, residue, small amount of money you are going to be making from those everything, from your investment in properties, your investment in stock, your investment in startups, and all of that. Okay, all of this can give you residual income. So the first one is active income. The second one is what passive income. Under passive income, we have leverage income and we have residual income. We have residual income. All right, all of these means of making money is very, very important. They are very, very important. You need active income. All right, you need active income. You need active income. You need active income. Very, very important. Now, I'm trying to be very fast. I'm not making a lot of emphasis on these things because of time. All right, because of time. I want to stick to 1 hour, but I want to be sure you are following. Now, there are factors that determines your wealth. There are factors that determines your wealth. Number one factor, I'm going to list the factors. There are four. I'm going to list the factors. There are four factors that determines your wealth. If you must be wealthy in this life, all right, in this life, if you must be wealthy in this life, there are four factors that determines if you are going to be wealthy or not. Number one is your income. Number one is what? Is your income. Number two is your expenses. Number three is your savings slash investments. All right. Okay. Let's say number three is your savings. Number four is your investment. Let's make it five. Then number five is your habits, your money habits, your habits. All right. So I've given five: your income, your expenses, your savings, your investment, and your habits. These are the things that defines your wealth, and they determine whether if you are going to be wealthy or not. So let's take them one after the other. The first one is your income. Your income. The first step in building wealth is to have an income. The question is that, do you have an income? That is the first question you need to ask yourself. Do you have an income? Do you have an income? Now, your income size will determine if or not you will have good savings. Do you get that now? Your income size is going to determine whether if you are going to have um, um, if you are going to have good savings, let me use that word. If you are going to have good savings, your income side. So it's not just about having an income. It's not just about having an income. Now, one of the top-notch training mentorship I got from my mentor, he made a statement. He said, if you must have a good savings for investments, he said you must learn how to live within 30% of your income and then save 70%. Do you get that now? You must learn how to live on 30% of your income, within the 30% of your income, and then save 70%. Then let me break it down more. If your income is 100,000 naira, maybe that's what you earn every month, either through your business or maybe you are an employee, they pay you 100K. So if you are earning 100,000 naira every month, and you are trying to apply this principle I just gave you now, spend 30% and save 70%. So if you spend 30% and save 70%, what it simply means that every month you and your family, you are meant to live on 30,000 naira, and then you should save 70,000 naira. You should save 70,000 naira. But the question is, can you comfortably, without pressure, live on 30%, you and your family? Let's assume you have a family. You are a family woman. You have family. All right. You have family. Can you comfortably live on 30%? I need your response. Can you comfortably live on 30% comfortably without pressures?
No, sir.
So if you cannot live on 30%, then what is expected of you to do on your income? Type on the chat section. Let me see. If you cannot live on 30% comfortably, what is expected of you to do about your income?
Increase it, multiply it.
Perfect. So you increase your finance, you increase your income source. That's what it means. Because if you have to save 70,000 naira, how many years will you save 70,000 naira every month in order to have good amount of money that you can put in an investment, in a business? Can you to build a business or put in an investment? So it simply means that you are going to find it difficult to do that. So if the option you have is to increase your investment, increase your portfolio, um, increase your source of income, then you have to do it. Then let me also ask you, if your income source is 1 million naira every month, that is your income. That is the income that comes to you every month. If it's 1 million naira every month, can you comfortably live on 30%, which is 300,000 naira, you and your family, without much pressure?
True. Yes. Yes, sir.
So it simply means that you can be able to live and then save 700,000. Of course, if you save 700,000 every month in a year, you should know how much that is. So the remedy, if you must build wealth, if you must build wealth, the remedy is for you to increase your income source, for you to be able to what? Create wealth for yourself, for you to be able to save and then invest. Very, very important. Very, very important. Let's proceed. So the higher the income earned, the greater your chances to become wealthy. Yes. The higher the income earned, the higher your chances of becoming wealthy. So somebody type on the chat section, increase your income source. Increase your income source.
Increase your income source.
According to Ubon King, according to Ubon King, it says if your dependency is on one source of income, it says you have a vulture mentality. Did you hear that now? He said if your dependency is on one stream of income, then you have a vulture mentality. You have that. So pay attention to your earnings because it determines what choices you consider in life. Pay
Mm.
attention to your earnings because it determines what choices you consider in life. If
Mm.
you are living on 300,000, of course, there are some certain things you can easily do to afford comfortably without being under pressure. If your income is 10 million naira every month and you are spending 3 million naira and saving 7 million naira, of course, there are some things you can comfortably do, all right, with your money, all right, comfortably. There are things you can comfortably without pressure, without pressure. So the goal of this training is financial freedom, is to become wealthy, is not to become rich. Very important. So that's why I'm taking you on this intensive class. Very important.
Mm.
So I'm going to be
Interesting.
talking about number two, expenses. But before I move to the expenses, I want to talk about on that income because a lot of persons have a wrong misconceptions about multiple streams of income. I want to correct that mindset right away. I want to correct it. Whenever you hear about Dangote, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind apart from being a billionaire? What is he known for? Whenever you hear Dangote,
Cement.
cement, Dangote cement. He is known for Dangote cement. Good. Whenever you hear of who are these guys? Whenever you hear Mark Zuckerberg, what comes to your mind? Facebook, right?
Facebook. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So whenever you hear of Jack Ma, we hear of Alibaba. He has a e-commerce business, online
Yeah.
shopping business. Yeah. So it simply means that these people they were able to focus on one thing on its success before they diversify. So I want to change this, quotation where people say, master of all trades, a jack of all trades, master of
Master
none.
of none.
So
Yeah.
before you can become a jack of all trades, please become a master of one first.
Mm.
Become master of one. What is that thing that what is that business that you have been building over the years? What is that business you want to that you have been building? Possibly it has not been working out for you. All right, sorry for that. So focus on one thing until you succeed before you can begin to diversify. Or else, all right, thank you very much. Um, the Bible says where there's no vision, the people cast off restraint.
Yes.
Where there's no vision, the people cast off what?
Restraint.
Restraint. Where that I think that should be Revelation, NIV. Say where there's no vision, the people cast off restraint. Now, what that means is this: vision is unidirectional. It's in one direction. All right, it's one direction. Let's take vision. Let's imagine vision to be like a water inside a pipe. When you put water inside pipe, it flows in one direction. All right. So, but where there is no vision, where there's no vision, all right, the people cast off the restroom, meaning that when you put holes in those pipes, the water will begin to flow in different directions. That's what it means. So meaning that your energy can flow in different directions when you don't have vision. You must have a vision for what you want to build. You must have a vision for your business. All right, you must have a vision for what you want to build. Another example, I think scientifically, when you carry a when you carry a telescope and focus it on the sun, like when you put a telescope, my telescope, when you focus it on the sun and then channel it towards a fresh leaf on the floor, all right, or a fresh grass. When you channel it on the grass, guess what will happen to that grass? That grass will catch fire. That grass will catch fire. That is power of focus. Why? Why? Because the Lord's rays has converged into one. So it has a potency and force. It has a potency. But guess what? When you remove the telescope and the normal sun rays is not shining on the gas, it won't have any impact. It will just be normal sunlight. So that is what most of us do. When you try to put your hands here, put your hands here, I know women multitask a lot, yes. Unlike women that does not know how to multitask, women multitask a lot. I understand that. But trust me, if you must really build wells, you must be known for one thing first. Channel your energy on that thing. All right. If for those of you who are already building and you feel discouraged because maybe your business is not working out, whatever you're doing is not working out, please don't get discouraged. I am a clear example of someone who has built for years and there was nothing happened. And all of a sudden, boom, things began to happen. All right. All right. So I also want to recommend you. You can type on the you can just write it somewhere. Go and type on YouTube. Go and type on YouTube after this training on the story of the Chinese bamboo. Story of Chinese bamboo. Go and listen to the Chinese bamboo, okay? The story of the Chinese bamboo. You are going to learn what it means to be persevere and be patient and build on one thing until what? Until you succeed. Channel your energy. Channel your energy on one source. Then when you have been able to build, you can now diversify. That is how wealthy people build. If you are privileged to speak to some people who are, who are doing well in the society, that is how they build. Before they diversify, they build one thing first. All right. So it's very, very important. Okay. All right. Of course, I know it's you guys in the women's nature to be multitasking, but please, wealth has a principle. All right, and the principle does not know gender. All right, the principle does not know gender. It is answerable to women and is also answerable to men. If you apply the principle, it's going to work for you. All right, and again, all right, very, very important. So I say let me emphasize on that so that those of us who has that concept of you can actually take it up. By God's will, I'm going to take you through the journey because I'm also going to tell you the things you should invest on. All right. I'm going to be more practical. Our host said I should be more practical. So I'm going to be more practical and give you, you know, principles and, guidelines on the things you should invest your money into. All right. I know some of you have cried a lot in wasting money here and there because of wrong investments. I'm going to give you guys on the things you should invest your money, which are safe and sure. Okay. Now let's go into expenses. Let's go into expenses. Let's go into expenses.
Sorry, Ebere
A lot
is
of hello, are you there?
no problems. I was somebody's asking Chinese what? The Chinese bamboo story.
Okay, yes, the story of the Chinese bamboo. We'll go and study about that so that you can
Yeah.
to encourage those of you who are doing something. Okay, don't get discouraged. Now, let's look into expenses. A lot of persons work hard to earn more money, only to spend it all. Hmm. See, the Bible says he that spends everything that he earns, he said that person is regarded as a fool. That is Proverbs 21, verse 20. Please write it down. Proverbs 21, verse 20. He that spends everything that he earns, that person is regarded as a fool, irrespective of who you are, whether you are a bishop, whether you are wherever you are. If you spend everything you earn, even if you are a fool, I'm not the one that said it. Now, this is one of the places I saw that the Bible calls somebody a fool. So it simply means that if your salary is 10,000 naira and you spend everything, you say you are a fool. I'm not the one that said it in the Bible. I'm quoting it's Proverbs 21 verse 20. Go and read it yourself. Because anyone who cannot save from 10,000 naira salary cannot be able to save from 1 million naira, income that is making. It's a matter of mindset. It's a matter of discipline. All right, it's a matter of discipline. Should be able to save from the little you have. Practice savings. All right, practice savings. Please write it down. Anyway, write it down. Principles don't work without discipline.
Mm.
You get that now? Principles don't work without discipline. It takes discipline to get principles to work. Now, see, let me say this. Firstly, I want to also appreciate Pastor Fina again for this meeting. Um, I suffered from financial lack of financial prudence for a very long time. All right, I suffer from a lot of that. By God's grace, God is helping me on that aspect. So I suffer from it for a very long time, and I feel it's a problem that so many people have because of, I don't know, a lot of persons have problem on this. All right, and then in the quest to pursue wealth, a lot of persons need to be wealthy, but they don't need, but not everybody wants it. You get it? Everybody needs to be wealthy. Everybody needs to be wealthy, but not everybody wants it. Because if I
Mm.
need something, it's a statement of fact that you need to be wealthy because of the mandates and the callings and the assignment God has given to you. You need to be wealthy. But however, it is not everybody that wants it because when you want something, you go for it. You understand? But I have also come to discover, according to Newton's first law of motion, he said an object remains in a state of rest in uniform motion until an external force is being acted upon it. That is why I'm appreciating Pastor Fina for this meeting because this training is going to push us. Is the external force right now I'm talking about? Is the external force. It's going to push you to start doing the things you have not been doing before to become better and to become ultimate version of yourself. Very important. So thank you very much again, Pastor Fina, for this meeting. All right, thank you very much. So let's proceed. So your expenses is a true reflection of your financial prudence and character. I repeat, your
Mm.
expenses is a true reflection of your financial prudence and what? Character. So meaning that you must, whenever you are spending recklessly, whenever money comes to your hand, you start, see, money is a spirit. Note it, money is a spirit. Money is a spirit. And
Mm.
if you don't have the discipline to handle it, it will fly away like a vapor. It flies away. All right, it flies away. And have you ever discovered that whenever money comes to your hand, that is when you discover that you discover a lot of problems that you have not solved. Five hundred k just drop into your hand, you'll be getting back to back call from the village. That's when you remember that there's something you need to do in the village that you have not settled. That's when you begin to remember a lot of things.
To get your names
See,
done. Yeah.
that is how your money goes. That's how your money goes. That's how your money is going. All right, that's how your money is going. The Bible encouraged generosity, but the Bible did not say you should be financially reckless. Charity,
Mm.
charity has internal relevance, but the Bible is not saying that you should be financially reckless. That's not what it's saying because God knows that if you are financial reckless, you can never create wealth.
Mm.
You can't if you are financially reckless.
Mm.
I learned something from my mentor. He said something when he was giving us a mentorship. He said, he gave us a strategy on how to manage our fund. He said you should have an account, a separate account for charity. You get, you should have a separate account for charity. In this place, that's where maybe your friends decide to reach out to you for urgent 2K. There are some things you need to do. Have a separate account for that. Then he also say you should also have a separate account for savings. Have a separate account for, let me use the word spoil account. This is personally for you. This is personally for you. If you want to spoil yourself, buy expensive wig and all of those things, it's for yourself. Have different accounts for all of these things. He also taught us all of these things. And he also said we should have a peace of mind account. It's different from savings account. Are you getting what I'm saying? So in that peace of mind, once you remember that you have some couple of millions of naira in your peace of mind account. If you have BP before, your BP will vanish. It's called peace of mind account. So it simply means no matter what happens, if the money that is in your charity account has finished, you are not obligated, all right, to touch your savings. You are not obligated to touch your peace of mind account, no matter what, even if somebody is dying. I know it's a hard message, but that is it. That's what this financial discipline comes in. All right, all right. But then it's not part of my teaching. I say let me just strip that in. But then if you want to adopt that concept, you can adopt it because some things are taught while some things are taught. Okay? I believe that's just a um expenses no dey finish. Expenses dey continue. According to Parkinson's second law, Parkinson's second law says that expenses will always increase in proportion to your growth, your income growth. So as your income grows, your expenses must increase. It's a law. You cannot control. So that's why you have to be financially prudent, disciplined. Let nobody blackmail you emotionally to bring out money from your savings to help the person. If your money you have for charity has finished, please don't touch your savings. Your savings is for your future investment. Don't touch it for any reason. Now, these things are hard messages, okay? They are hard messages, but it's something we must do if you must be able to create wealth in this generation we are in. Let's make progress.
Yes, sir.
How to control your expenses? Let's move on. How to control your expenses? Number one, have a vision and plan for every penny you earn. You get that? Now? Have a
Yes, sir.
vision and plan for every penny you earn. Then, before I move to the next, in addition to this, you can write somewhere. Is a question. Is a question. What is your 5 years money vision? Let me use that word. What is your 5 years money vision? What do you think? What do you want to have as a network between that the next 5 years? That's what I mean by money vision. In terms of cash and in assets. What do you want to have as your money vision in the next 5 years? So write it down because it's going to guide you on it's going to guide you. Because if your why is not strong enough, you end up become financially reckless. Very very important. All right. So number one is that have a vision and plan for every penny you earn. Number one. Then number two is protect your money. Hello, protect your money. People are after your money. People are after your money. Village people are after your money. Everybody is after your money. Protect every money you earn. Protect everything. If you don't learn how to protect your money, you can't be successful. Well, please go and study wealthy people that you know in Nigeria. You discover that many people who really work their way up there. They work their way up there. Go and search there. You discover that these people are not financially reckless. They give an account of every penny they spend. Go and check them. Go and check someone like Peter Obi. You will calculate all the naira and for everything he spends and all of that. Go and check these guys. Go and check all of these guys. They are financially prudent, okay? So protect your money. People are after your money. Then the third one is that budget your money before spending. Do you get that now? Budget your money before what? Spending. Track it after spending. I repeat, budget your money before spending, then track it after spending.
Track it after.
Virtually everybody has, you know, money management issue. Virtually
Oh
everybody.
my God.
But it's a mindset we have to fix. All right? It's a mindset we have to fix.
Mm.
When you try to become an El Shaddai in the process of helping everybody, very soon you will be the one who will be helping. You will be the one who will be
Shaddai.
collecting money for helping. You can't help everybody.
Mm. Mm.
You can't help everybody.
Mm.
See,
You become an El Shaddai, you shall die.
yes. Pastor Tina, I discovered that there are times where good money will come into my hand. That's when a lot of persons will remember me and they'll begin to call me for money. I don't understand. It seems as if they did a meeting.
It's a spirit.
You know, that is the spirit of money. I don't know how they used to know. It baffles me. I don't know. So, but you need to budget your money before spending it. Then, after you have
Yes.
budgeted before spending it, after spending it, do what? Track it.
Track it.
Anything, anything that you track grows. Anything you track expands. Do you get that now?
Mm.
Anything that you track
Yes.
grows, and anything that is tracked expands. Is a law.
Oh my
Law.
God.
The law.
Mm.
Then the third one, the last one is learn to delay gratification. Learn to delay gratification. I know some of us love iPhone and all of that. Good and fine. It's a good phone, but trust me,
Mm.
you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to necessarily have to use it. It depends on the kind of business you are doing anyway. All right. The iPhone
Yeah.
can become an asset when the iPhone is bringing money to you.
Money.
Are you with me?
Mm.
Yes, luxury
Yes,
car
sir.
can become an asset when the luxury car is bringing money to you.
Mm.
You understand? Human hair that
Yes,
you
sir.
normally buy, those human hair, born straight, you normally wear, it can become an asset if it brings money to you. I don't have problem with it. But
Mm.
if it does not bring money to you, if it's just for the show, all right, if it's just for the show, please I beg you, cut down your expenses so that you can be able to have quality savings for
Mm.
investment. Or else you will become like the person that the Bible was referring to, that he that spends everything he has, the person is a fool. Please don't be regarded as
It's
a fool.
foolish.
That quotation is not for you. It's not for you. Because I'm
Mm.
trusting God that you are going to become what? Financially prudent. Very, very important. All right. So the third one, let's go into savings. Let's go into savings. So you save to
Mm.
invest actually. Let's go into savings. But before I go into savings, I want to warn. I want to warn. And I don't want to measure any type of business. I don't want to measure any type of business. I don't want to measure some certain investments. I know it's common. I don't want to mention them. But please, I beg you. Um, there are some. See, I was trained. I'm only giving you based on what I've received from my mentors. Okay, I'm giving you pieces of what I've received from my mentors, and that's how I come my financial growth. Right
Yes, sir.
now, when it comes to building, when it comes to investments, please, it is easier for you to, if you have a business you have built, it is easier for you to do some certain investments that you don't have control over. Are you with me? It's easier for you to do some certain investment that you don't have control over. I believe you understand what I'm talking about. There are some certain investments you have been doing. I don't want to mention any kind of investment. There are some certain investments you have been doing that you don't have control over them. Tomorrow,
Mm.
you hear say the thing don't go up. Tomorrow, you hear the thing that have come down. Tomorrow, you just look at the store that you have lost your money. Please, I
Mm.
beg you. in the bid to have to create wealth, this financial thing, invest more in your personal businesses. Are you with me? Invest more in your personal save to build your business, your personal businesses. Save to build your personal business. Then from that your business, you can decide to what. Now from the profit of your business, you can decide to what, do all of those investments. If it did not work out, good and fine, you are not going to have a lot of issues because you already have a business that is producing quality income for you. Are you with me? You already have a business. But if you decide to use your savings, 1 year savings, to put in a particular investment you are not sure of and you don't have control over it, that is the reason why some people are committing suicide. Because they have saved money for 2 years, 3 years, and they went and put it somewhere because they said that the thing will produce sharp, 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 sharp. No, you end up losing your money. Please, once you save your money, there are some certain guidance I will give to you on what to invest. If I don't have the time, possibly, if I can be given an opportunity to continue to move, I'll continue tomorrow, possibly. All right, but then let's move on. Let's talk about saving. To have quality investments, all right, I've talked about it. To have quality investment, you must live within 30% of your income, and of course, and save 70%. Then, then you are not financially free. You are not financially free when you live. So, sorry, you are financially free when you live on 30% of your residual income or passive income. Do you understand? What did I say? I did not say you are financially free when you live on 30% of your active income. That's not what I said. I say you are
Mm.
financially free when you live on 30% of what? Your residual income or your passive income.
Residual personal passive income. All
You
right.
know, I talked about active income and I talked about leverage residual income. So your freedom is in leverage and residual income, not in active income. Active income does not give you freedom. All right? Active income does not give you freedom. That is why you can see a lot of persons who was wealthy, all of a sudden, maybe something happened, the person had a stroke. All of a sudden, they began to invest all the money he has made, or in his assets, they began to sell properties and all of that just to take care of the ailment. And because the person who was rich, all of a sudden is now poor. The problem the person had was that the person did not create systems and structures in the business he had built. All right. So when I
Mm.
was listening to Evangelist Violet this morning, when he was talking about that she was able to systematize the things she was doing and all of that, and she was able to manage it with ministry, her business, her work, and everything together, and everything is systematized, structures are in place. A system is a structure that functions on its own without your presence.
Mm.
That's what a system
Mm.
is. So
Mm.
those persons who have such issues over time have not been able to create systems in what they do. So that's where the problem lies. That's what the problem lies. Okay. So the Bible says, "What while it is day, it's a night cometh when no one can be old." So if all of this, so when this thing happens, it's not that your income will stop. Your income will cease. Your income will cease. So your active income cannot give you financial freedom. So that's why I gave you the three types of income, active income. So in order I get a place, get leverage and residual income. Please, it's very, very important. Get leverage and residual income. These are the things that give you freedom. The Bible says a good man leaveth inheritance for his children, children. Hello? A good man leaveth inheritance for his what? Children, children. It did not say children, children, children. Meaning that whatever wealth you are living right now,
Children.
it will serve at least two generations.
Generation.
So active
Yes,
income
sir.
cannot serve even a generation, let alone two generations. All right?
Mm.
And the irony is that 95% of Nigerian population is on active income. Please, and why
Mm.
5% of Nigerian population is on residual and leverage income, and they are enjoying 95% of the rest of the nation. So there's a lot of space out there. Why can't we migrate and see how to take advantage of the residual income and leverage income? Okay, so let's make progress. So there are three kinds of people when it comes to saving. There are three types of people when it comes to savings. Number one, those who save. Number one is that those who save. Number two, Those who think they can't save. I repeat, those who think they can't save. Then number three is that those who don't think they need to save.
Hmm.
Three types of people when it comes to savings. Those who save, those who think they can't save because of the kind of income they are making. They are making 50,000. They feel they can't save. How much can I? If I save 10% of my 50K, how long will I continue to save so that to become millions? Those is a wrong mindset. So that is the second one. Those who think they can't save. Why they talk about those who don't think they need to save. All right. Yes, those who think they don't need to,
Hmm.
they feel that the money they are making will continue to flow like that. The money they continue to earn, they will continue to flow like that. So as the money comes, they are eating everything they are making. They are feeling so they don't see the need. They don't see the need. They don't see the necessity of saving.
Hmm.
They don't see the necessity of saving. All right. No matter how much you earn, if you don't save, you will never be financially free.
Hmm.
So I'm going to give you recommended savings principles. All right. I'm going to give you recommended savings principles. You can decide to pick the one that suits you best. Number one, in out of your income, save 10%, spend 90%. All right. Now it now depends on your income level actually. Save 10%, spend 90%. These are different principles. Then the second one is what? Save 10%, invest 15%, and spend 75%. And when I'm talking about spending, I'm talking about both family, everything. Okay, all your expenses, 75%. It's always much. All right. So the third one, what I do is say save. I say save 10%, invest 15%, spend 75%. So the third one is that save save and invest what 50% and then spend 50%. That is the third one. Then the fourth one is that save and invest 70% and then spend 30%. So this there are four. There are four. I'll repeat it again. 10%, save 10%, spend 90%. Number two, save 10%, invest 15%, spend 75%. Number three, save or invest 50%, then spend 50%. Then number four is save or invest 70% and spend 30%. So you can look at it. The one that will best work for you, all right, based on your income level, you can actually apply it. All right. Now, financial freedom is only possible, all right, with investments. Financial freedom is only possible with investments.
Hmm.
So the question is how and where do you invest? How and where do you invest? So I feel we can continue tomorrow. I don't know, Pastor Fee, what do you think? Because of my time and my location, and
My God, my God, yeah, my God. This, this is so powerful. This I feel, if you ask me what I feel we should just be here learning on and on till like tomorrow morning. But if you ask me what we should do, then I would say we should let you go because of your location and your time. Um, but we're looking forward to having you tomorrow, and we're looking forward to just having so much more. This was so powerful, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. My books are filled up, literally. I've been writing like someone who went for some degree program or something. I've been writing, I need this.
so tomorrow we'll be looking at recommended areas of investment. Recommended areas of investment, yes. Just look at a few things and then so that by God, so we are going to end it on a good note, making it more practical so that people can know what to do and then it's not just, this is not pass, but this is not pass fire to acquire for fire. And we are not doing pass
Yes.
fire to acquire. This is we are trying to
Yes.
give the principle, nuggets people can adopt, so that by after this meeting they can be able to go
Yes.
back to their notes, they can pick some things and then work with it over time, and then they can be able to replicate success. All right.
Ooh, glory to God. This is so amazing. Okay, we're looking forward to having you tomorrow. We can't wait. Personally, I'm going to be dreaming of these things. I'm going to be sleeping and dreaming of them. They'll be playing on my head. Please, ladies, women of God, what would you say to our guests? It's been such an amazing night, yes? Do you agree with me that it's been such an amazing night? The rest of the people are hoping to watch it later or whatever, on their own, because this life experience can never be gotten as much as um, it is as it hurts. If that's the word. Thank you so much, sir. We will see tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, engineer Bright will be here. He will be here 7:30 a.m. Please ensure that you are here 7:30 a.m. Please don't miss out. I beg you. I love you too much to want you to miss out in this session. Thank you so much, sir. I think this is where we get to let you go. God bless you, sir. We
Thank
pray
you.
that God
Thank you.
continue to enrich and enlarge and expand you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you. Whew, my God. Ladies, my God. My God. I don't know what to say. Oh. I'm blown away. Are you guys blown away? Keep bringing in the thank you. Keep saying thank you, sir. He would still see. Oh, I don't know if he's going to see this, but once we go out of this live, once we end this live right now, make sure that you drop your comment. Is that okay? Once we end the live, make sure you drop your comment. Like I said earlier, I noticed that um, most of the comments wipe out immediately we are done. Most of the comments wipe out immediately we are done. Uh, and even the engagement. So once we end this video, make sure you drop your comment. All this thank you, sir, and thank you, and all of that. Please ensure that you write them. I pray that the Lord makes these things stick into your memory tonight in the name of Jesus Christ. And let it do something to you. Let it shift your perspective and expand your horizon as it has done mine in the name of Jesus Christ. It's so good. It was so good having all of you here. We will call it a night. Tomorrow, please get your data ready. 7:30 a.m. and we are back here online. To have a great night rest. Bye bye.